Brandubh is an Irish asymmetrical strategic two-player game where one side plays as the Irish king and his defenders, and the other side as the Viking raiders who aspire to kill the king before he escapes to one of the 4 Irish provinces. To set up the game, place the king token on the central space on the board, the throne. Place the rest of the tokens in the cross shape as you see here. Vikings go first. Players take turns, and on their turn they have to move just one of their player tokens. All tokens move orthogonally any number of spaces, just like the rook in chess. The tokens cannot move diagonally, jump over other tokens, or land on the occupied spaces. There are 5 special spaces on the board. The throne, that's the central space, and the 4 corner spaces, the Irish provinces. Only the king may land on these spaces. Other tokens can move over the throne when they are moving, but they cannot end their movement on the throne. During the game, you can capture the enemy tokens. One way to do that is to surround the token from 2 opposite sides by your tokens. The enemy token is then removed from the game. You can capture more than 1 token this way, like so. Another way to capture the tokens is to surround it from one side with an enemy piece and from the other side with a special space. The only condition in this case is that the special space has to be hostile to the token. The special spaces are always hostile to the Vikings. The throne is never hostile to the king and is only hostile to the defenders when king is not on it. If the king is on the throne, you cannot capture the defenders that way using the throne because it is not hostile. Since the throne is never hostile to the king, you cannot capture the king using the throne. But the province spaces are hostile to the king, so you can capture the king using the provinces. There is one special case where you cannot capture the king by surrounding him from 2 sides, and that is when he is on the throne. You have to surround him from all 4 sides, and only this way can he be captured on the throne. The token cannot be captured when it actively moves in between the enemy pieces. The token can only be captured by the active movement of the enemy piece, like so. The game ends if the king is captured by the Vikings, or if the king escapes to one of the 4 Irish provinces, the corner spaces. If that is the case, the king and the defenders win the game. If the Vikings manage to capture the king, then the Vikings win. And this is how Brandubh is played.